What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. It's Saturday, April 25th, 2025. No, 2026. And we are at the Kaagbaan, filming arrivals. Things are opening up. When I arrived here, it was overcast, and in just half an hour or so, things have opened up almost completely. Looking to the north, looking to the east, looking to the south, looking to the west. Hope everybody is doing well. The grass is being cut. Really nice to see. Tractor is mowing the lawn over there. Almost done already, unfortunately. Well, no, I spoke too soon. The rest is still long, so we can have a look at that as well. Smelled like freshly cut grass over here when I was walking up. Love that smell. First 767 of the show already in the pocket. United Airlines just now, and this is the first triple China Southern cargo arriving from Shanghai in China. A warm welcome to the show, everybody. Marja, goedenavond. Wolfgang, good morning. And welcome to the show, everybody else. Ewald, good morning. Mevrouw de Patat, good morning. Steven, good morning. Agnes, goedemorgen. Peter, goedemorgen. Frits, goedemorgen. Peter, andere Peter, goedemorgen. Justin, goedemorgen. Frits, goedemorgen. Herzlich willkommen. Joop, goedemorgen. Oh, check it out. EHAM. This field is called Chicago O'Hare. Where is this hare called Chicago O'Hare? I think, yeah, it's an Irish hare. His name is Chicago O'Hare. Better stand clear of that big machine. I hope that Chicago makes it. Dangerous equipment. That's an effective way to cut grass. In the meantime, good morning to everybody who joined. Young Case, Eindspotting. Grondman Timo, good morning. Tuning in from gate E7. Are you leaving? Are you going on vacation, mate? Or are you working at Schiphol? FJ, WH, good morning. Sean, good morning. Nico, goedemorgen. Jeff, goedemorgen. Yayodi, goedemorgen. Good morning, one and all. This is SS arriving from Oslo, an A320 Neo. There's the Chinese triple. Niels, goedemorgen. Peter Petit, goedemorgen. Stan, goedemorgen. Anas, goedemorgen. Marchola, goedemorgen, good morning. Sunny Den Helder. I'm happy to hear you guys are having sunshine today as well. Saw it on the satellite footage yesterday evening at the news. The northern tip of North Holland, the islands, and the north of Groningen and Friesland were all veiled in nebulosity all throughout the day yesterday. The rest of the country, nice and sunny, but not the far north. Happy to hear things have improved today. Dita, goedemorgen. Gerro, goedemorgen. Jillis, goedemorgen. Welcome to the show, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday. Swiss up next. Not showing on flight radar. So this must be the diverting airplane mentioned in the chat. Mini, goedemorgen. Nancy, good morning. Patrick, goedemorgen. Good morning. Peter Flight Devil, goedemorgen. Judith, good evening. Welcome back. T. Riemers, goedemorgen. Arie, goedemorgen. Jan, goedemorgen. Honda, goedemorgen. So, Ryanair up next, arriving from Dublin. 2 A330s after that. Turkish. And Musk Cargo. Now, how's glide slope visibility? Doesn't look to be that great yet. Bugs are there. Glide slope visibility not yet that great. Ryanair Flight 420 arriving from Dublin, Ireland. That's no spine breaker. Cargo triple. Birds in the water. Given the time of day, probably a coot. Although, truth be told, I think I did see some ducks over here in that part of the canal. Don't see them right away. I do see that Chicago is still running about, luckily. There's Chicago O'Hare. Having escaped the scissors of the knives, the rotating knives of the grass cutting machine. Turkish Flight 1951 up next, A330-300, arriving from Istanbul, Turkey. Flight time 3 hours and 10 minutes, nominal 11 years old. Henrik, good morning. Roberto, good morning. Ed, good morning. Pufferfish, good morning. Jan, goedemorgen. Welcome to the show, one and all. Time for another A330. Next up, Musk Cargo, flight 6122, arrived from Jeddah. That's an A330-200. Hey John, good evening, or good morning. And Son Shinobi, celebrating the 29 months of membership, mate. Congratulations and thank you so much for the ongoing support. Not sure yet, might come by later. Looking forward to your arrival if you do choose to come by. Bugs in the air, check it out. Quite a few of them here in the foreground. Thank you so much for the ongoing support, Sander. If anything in the lounge is running low, let me know. You know how to reach me. Chef Chris, good morning. Jas, goedemorgen. M. Eijsten, Gizmo Kaaskoop, goedemorgen. Mr. Mad About Planes, good evening. Alper en Veener, good morning. Nico, goedemorgen. United Airlines flight 968 is next. Where on earth is it? Oh, there it is. Right. Now, there was a sudden burst just now, and that was a rubber band giving out. My main rubber band, to be honest. So let me quickly see if I can fix that. Next arrival is United Airlines flight 968 arrival from San Francisco. That's a 777-200 Not far behind it is another big bird. Oh! Come on, behave. All of a sudden, things are getting a bit busy over here in the canal behind me. United Airlines 968 arrived from San Francisco. Behind it, KLM flight 736 arrived from Willemstad, Curaçao, 777. After that, another KLM A330 arrived from Montreal. QJ, good morning. Rider of Doom, good morning. Next up, KLM flight 736 arriving from Willemstad, Curaçao. Alright. Let's see. Oh. Let me do that after this arrival. Thought I had things locked, but I hadn't. In that case, let us first film KLM flight 736 arriving from Willemstad, Curaçao. Flight time 8 hours 24 minutes. This is the Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Whiskey, which you also saw leave yesterday. Lots of stuff to see. Here's the airplane we saw just now. Next up, KLM flight 672, arrived from Montreal, A330-200. Delta Airlines arriving from Salt Lake City is also approaching. With a little bit of luck, we may be able to see that a little bit in advance as well. Right, got a new fresh rubber band, which I still need to firm up here. So things dry out pretty rapidly, the rubber bands. This should hold at least for now. After I'm done, I'll replace everything with fresh rubber. That's the best. Right, sorted. Trick to smooth following. Which we can now do again without any problem. KLM flight 672, arriving from Montreal. Gary Grebe also here, already awake. The water is calm, there's hardly any wind. There are also geese here, which I hope will not go into the direction of the runway. Here's one. Here's another one. Kabouterplop, goedemorgen. Marcel, good morning. Welcome to the show, one and all. So yeah, sun abundance here. It was, it's hard to believe, but you have to believe me when I say that when I arrived here, walking into the grass this morning before setting up, things were mostly still clouded. Things were opening up just a little bit, but if you look in all directions, this is the east, this is the south. Well, only in the west. Probably over the Gulf of Yorkshire, still a bit of cloudiness, and the grass is still being cut. Jay Ramey is also back. Good to see you, Daniela. Goedemorgen, and you're welcome. Hope you guys were able to watch and weren't too late to see the teacher. Hoedje van Papiro, goedemorgen. Stefan, goedemorgen. John, good morning. The Orange Pride that went to Narita will probably return later today. I already checked, but it's not airborne yet. It's probably going to be arriving in the Netherlands later today, probably in the late afternoon. But it was a lovely departure, and I think we were able to see it quite well, even though it didn't take off from the Polderbaan. This is Delta Airlines flight 56, a reference from Salt Lake City. That's an A330neo. Hey Han, goedemorgen. Still blue. Last few days, won't be long. Han Hendriksen is the next in line to get the 3-year membership badge within the month. Probably within a few weeks, probably within a few days. After that, Roy Oerlemans. It's the usual suspects that you'll slowly but surely see getting new badges. Hope everybody is doing well who joined. Ronald, goedemorgen, good morning. Neil, good morning. Hey, that's good news. Clear blue sky in Hull, Yorkshire. Happy to hear you guys are having good weather as well. Now, you may be wondering, boy, can we see contrails? The answer is yes. I'm not sure if we can see all traffic overhead, but there are 1 or 2 contrails visible. They're not in my immediate... Oh wait, this one is closest by. It's south of me and going to the southeast. Is that Air Canada? Air Canada or BA or Delta, looking at the dark bottom of the fuselage, but I'm not sure. May well be very wrong. Well, zooming out, you can see that there's bugs everywhere. There's usually more bugs here this time of year than at the Polderbaan, though at the Polderbaan yesterday there were also a few bugs. As long as they are not immediately in my way, that's the most important thing. The bugs you're now seeing are probably meters away. I'm standing a few feet away from a canal, so over here they might be a bit closer by. But there's also a little canal right there, little ditch, and there's a bit of water over there as well. So the bugs you see in the glide stop shots are probably hovering above that canal. Natasha, goedemorgen. Ibiza Mark, good morning. Dennis, goedemorgen. W, goedemorgen. Good to see you again, mate. KLM flight 1752 arriving from Hamburg. Could go for a hamburger. I think that is the Tour de France livery, right? Vueling. Yeah, I don't think, or will there be? It's a bit far away, unfortunately. Still looks nice from what I could see. Someone says new app bezoek bus to see where planes land. Do they also have an app now? Or did I already have that on my? I think I already have that on my installed on my phone. I think I saw that some time ago. Let me quickly get rid of the chat. Yeah, I do have the bezoek bus. I have a little folder on my phone. AMS Live. Oh wait, and I still have autofocus. Let's go to manual focus, set to infinity. Bugger off. 3 apps: Flight Radar, CDM, and Bezoek Bus. CDM also has an app, very handy if you want to check the arrivals. It's a force of habit. I always check Bezoek Bus via the browser, quite simply because I usually do that after checking the meter, which I usually use the browser for on my phone initially. Since I've went to Bezoek Bus so frequently, meter and Bezoek Bus both are already in my list of favorites. So it's just one press of the button and I'll get there. But yeah, there is an app for it. Thijs, goedemorgen. 01 Mike D, goedemorgen. Our next airplane, another 777. This is China Southern Cargo, flight 2689, arriving from Chongqing in China. It's a 777 freighter. 10 hours and 25 minutes underway. The Bravo 2075, 16 years old, first flight October 2009. Good morning, me, myself. Good morning, Peter K. The fact that you can see those bugs is indicative of there being very little wind, hardly any. The sun is shining. Still have my parker on, but I think I might go back to sweater only pretty soon. How's the ambient audio? Is it too loud? Is it too low? Leave it as it is. Clouds on YouTube, good morning. Rover, goedemorgen. Grass cutting. Upon walking up here this morning, it smelled lovely. The smell was blowing in my direction, so could smell the freshly cut grass. It's almost as if it's water, a flow of water, but it's a flow of grass. Quite lovely to see. Audio good? Great, I'll leave it the way it is then. Let's see, KLM 1402 arriving from Paris is going to be next, and after that KLM 741 arriving from Cartagena in Colombia. So a 737 followed by a 787-10. There also seems to be a bizjet approaching from the south, which may be going for a breakaway landing following the glide slope of 36 right. Good morning, Richard. Rob, goedemorgen, good morning. Welcome to the show, one and all. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. If you are, don't forget to leave a like. If you haven't already, it will really help to bring in more people in the future. Your likes go a long way to bring in more people. There's the Chinese triple cargo, looking for a place to park. And here is the 737. KLM 1402 arriving from Paris. Hey, geeslings. I never saw them, but that's why the two geese were there. They have geeslings. What? One. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Is that a whole soccer squad plus one spare? What? Oh. That is so cute. That is so cute. KLM flight 741 arriving from Cartagena. That's in Colombia, right next to Ecuador. Hey, thank you so much, Richard, who just now went ahead and gifted a membership. And I see that John is the recipient. Well, welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge, John. Have fun with the 34 custom emojis now at your disposal. Courtesy of Richard. Thank you, Richard. And welcome, John. Wow, that's a shitload of geeslings. Maria says baby geese are goslings. Well, I think geeslings sounds nicer. Or gooselings. Maybe gooseling. One gooseling. And here one koetling. No. Oh. Heard quacking. Squadron of ducks passing overhead. Evasive maneuvers. Awesome. Latam Airways is up next, arriving from Sao Paulo, the Dreamliner. Still am struggling a little bit with seeing them. They are visible. It's just not that the backdrop provides a lot of contrast, that's it. That makes it a bit hard to see. In the meantime, good morning to everybody who joined. Freddy Mercy, good morning. Johan, goedemorgen. Henk, goedemorgen. Harpsichord Vinyl Gallery, good morning. Do I smell kerosene? Over here, the only thing we smell is freshly cut grass. And Einspotting, if I am not mistaken, an alter ego of Zico Sar. Also becoming a member. Mate, thank you so much for the support. Welcome to the lounge. If you need to know where stuff is, ask around. Many have gone before you and will happily show you around. Thank you so much and welcome, Einspotting. Don't forget to use those custom emojis, mate. They're there to be had fun with. So make sure that you do. Oh, and the duckies once again are on. Sneak attack. Sneak attack. Now there's also a twin jet coming my way up in the sky. Should be nice and contrasty. What is it? Is that Air Baltic? I think that's probably Air Baltic. You may be hearing Russell, who is also saying hi from over there. He says, if you guys are enjoying, don't forget to leave a like. And good morning, good morning. Latam Airways, arriving from Sao Paulo, flight 8078, it's a 7879 Dreamliner, almost 11 hours underway. Eight-year-old machine, first flight March 2018. Veerboot, goedemorgen. Nielsel, goedemorgen and congratulations. Nielsel is celebrating 10 months of membership and he writes, good morning boy, hope you're doing well. I am doing well, absolutely. Not a lot of sleep though. Went to bed at 2:30. Did some astrophotography testing. Luckily, I think I've sorted a few problems and got a little carried away with making some test images of several deep sky objects before the high clouds were drifting in. But yeah, doing things you enjoy doing, that always gives energy. So. Not feeling fatigued, though I'm sure I probably will crash a little after the stream, but that's okay. I'm out here in the sun, it's nice and warm, beautiful airplanes, good lighting, and I'm here with friends, albeit that you guys are with me via the chat and not in real life, but still, what more could a person wish for? Congratulations on 10 months, Niesel. I hope that everything in the lounge is still to your liking. If not, let me know and I'll get on it. Hey Maxime, goedemorgen. Mijn goedes, good morning. Nielsje, goedemorgen. Now, Maxime, thus far I haven't blocked a single mod to my knowledge. Wolfgang, you're still here, right? Yeah. I'm not completely alone here either. You can see quite a few people have gathered here. I was all alone here initially when I arrived here this morning. As soon as people noticed that the runway was open, they also came this way, and rightly so. Lovely weather. There's Chicago O'Hare, the Irish hare. He survived the grass cutting. Next up, Lufti flight 2302, arrival from Munich, A320neo. It's getting warmer and warmer. I think I'm going to take off my parka and continue the stream in my sweater. As long as the wind isn't going to pick up. Air temperature itself is relatively cool and has been the last few days. So if you're out of the wind and the sun and in the sunshine, it's actually nice and warm. As soon as the wind starts picking up, it will get a bit cooler. Wind seems to be much calmer today than it has been the last couple of days. Right, let's put that transmitter in my rear pocket. Should be able to film the next arrival here. This is KLM flight 592, arrival from Johannesburg in South Africa. 777-300. Pierre, good morning. Salut. Duke, goedemorgen. And I, Patrick, is celebrating 13 months of membership. 30 already. Party time. Whoop, whoop. May, thank you so much for your long-lasting support. That's 2.5 years in the pocket. And a little bit of vortex sound. Wake sound. Absolutely lovely. Anyway, Patrick, hope everything in the lounge is still to your liking. If not, let me know what needs to be improved and I'll get on it to see what I can do to make things better for you and the other members. Hope you'll keep coming back for more. And if not in the lounge, then at least as a regular recurring visitor. Congratulations on 2.5 years, Patrick. And thank you so much for your long-lasting support. More airplanes overhead. Is this BA? Or what? Next arrival is an A220 or Bombardier C Series 300. Croatia Airlines flight 450, arriving from Zagreb. Ciao Gilberto, good to see you again, mate. Marcus, goedemorgen. Matthäus, goedemorgen. Whistle, the gear turbofan whistle that you'll hear whenever an A220 or an E2 Embraer passes by. Related engines. Niels, goedemorgen. Hey, Air Baltic also diverting to Amsterdam from Brussels. Was that Swiss also supposed to go to Brussels? Is there something up at Brussels? Hey Matt, goedemorgen. Good to see you again. Matthäus is tuning in from Sassheim. Nice. Not too far from where I live. BA up next. And there is a BizJet on the glide slope to 36 right. Might do a breakaway landing to 04. I'm looking behind me to see if I can already spot the BizJet. Oh, careful not to topple over my tripod. Don't see anything yet, but we may see it later. A lot of holdings above Brussels. Something up over there. Oh. BA arriving from London Heathrow. Flight 432. Audrey, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you again. Welcome to everybody else who may have joined in the meantime. So something is up at Brussels apparently. Duke says that apparently Brussels is now the second most disrupted airport. So something is up over there. If anybody learns more about what's going on at Brussels, let us know. Well, bring those wide bodies that go to Brussels, but not to Amsterdam over here. Let them land over here on the Kaagbaan, I say. The more the merrier. This is Delta Airlines, flight 74, arriving from Atlanta, Georgia. That's an A330-300. 8 hours, 23 minutes on the way. 9 years old, first flight May 2016. Of course, a battery landing, a little wheelie. Reversers, question mark, full bingo card. Yep, just a little. Just a little. And in the meantime, Klaas also came in the chat with a bang, gifting 5 memberships just now. Klaas, goedemorgen, and thank you so much for such stupendous generosity. You really didn't have to do it, but you went ahead and did it anyway. A warm welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge. Those 5 recipients of gifted memberships who just received one from Klaas. Don't forget to say thank you to him and enjoy the custom emojis and the membership. If you are a recipient of a gifted membership and it runs out and you enjoyed it, consider renewing it or maybe gifting somebody else a gifted membership who might also enjoy it. Either way, if you are a member, don't forget to use those custom emojis. You are also eligible to vote in the poll about the custom emojis. Do you want renewal or do you want to keep everything the way it is? Let your voice be heard and use those custom emojis if you are a member. They're there to be had fun with. They don't come on a budget, so feel free to use them liberally. Again, Klaas, thank you so much and a warm welcome to the new members. Gary in Amsterdam also in the chat, good morning. And indeed, Transavia Retro is also coming back. I saw that too, W. Other than that, there's not much going on. There's a Saudi 747 underway that at least this morning was expected between 11 and 11:20. So that's going to the wrong runway. Also, the Emirates is underway. And that is expected shortly before 2 o'clock. So that's also a candidate for the wrong runway. If you want to see quads, lately Thursdays have become the best day. Obviously, a lot of viewers who are from Europe have other obligations during the streaming hours on Thursdays and Fridays. But particularly the Thursdays lately have been very eventful with a lot of 747s usually flying into Schiphol. The bizjet has progressed a bit further on the glide slope to 36 right. It's undoubtedly going to make a breakaway landing to 04. That's what most of those bizjets do. Still not able to see it, even though the sky is pretty blue in the direction where the airplane should be flying. So let's see if we can pick it up after this landing. This is KLM flight 1930, 737-700, arriving from Geneva. And behind it there are bugs. No. There's a 787-10 arriving from New York. Bob Booster says visibility 100 meters with fog in Brussels. So that's the explanation why airplanes are in a holding above or in around Brussels and are in some cases diverting to Amsterdam. Low visibility. Decision height, good morning. Damien, good morning. And welcome to the show everybody else who may have joined. Marieke, goedemorgen. Marieke also mentioning the Brussels situation. Thanks for checking it out, guys. Their unluckiness may be our luckiness if any interesting airplanes divert to Schiphol later this morning. Then again, usually in this time of year, any morning fog usually dissipates again as the morning progresses. So it's probably not going to be any more diversions after this. Mr. Mika, good morning. Gamer Pro, goedemorgen. KLM 747 seems to have been pushed back. Now, it's probably Kaagbaan by now. Meter in the ticker is a little outdated, but let's have a quick look at the weather report for the time being. If the MeterTAF app page accepts that I am a human. In the meantime, while that page is loading, let's have a look on flight radar. So there's Saudia underway. That's expected still between 11 and 11:40, so that's going to the Alsmira most likely. Transavia Retro is expected at the time only runway is open for inbound traffic. So Transavia Retro expected shortly before noon should be landing here on the Kaagbaan. Jesus is flying to Tenerife from Glasgow. Emirates is expected 1:48, so that's also probably going to the wrong runway. And the next 747 is only expected at 3. This is the current weather report. I'll update the meter in the ticker as well in a moment. It's 8 degrees C, 2 knots of wind, variable in direction, good visibility. It's not yet Kaagbaan, but it soon will be, with just a few clouds at 1200 feet. And runway use as if the wind was blowing from the north. I'll update the meter in the ticker right after this, because KM Malta is arriving next. KM Malta, A320neo, arriving from... No. Hey, this is Air Baltic, not showing on flight radar. Is this a diverting Air Baltic? I only have inbound AMS filtered on flight radar right now. This isn't showing, so I suggest, I suppose this is a diversion. I was about to say, KM Malta is going to be next, but guess not. Right. Ticker updated with the latest meter, and in time to say a big thanks to Willy Martens, who just became our latest Aurora Sky Lounge member, who became a member himself, and after that 5 new members courtesy of Wolfgang, who just now went ahead and gifted 5 memberships. Welcome to all 6 new members. Willy, thank you so much for your support and for your vote of confidence. And to the recipients of Wolfgang's gifted memberships, I say welcome as well. Have fun with all custom emojis. If you need to know where stuff is, ask around. Many members have gone before you and will happily show you around in the lounge. If you're a recipient of a gifted membership, don't forget to thank the gifter if you know who it is. Wolfgang, thank you so much. You really didn't have to do that, mate. You're doing more than enough to support the channel as it is already. A long-standing member yourself and a very valued moderator as well. So absolutely not necessary, but thank you. Thank you so much. And a warm welcome to the new members. Now, Marissa is also back in the chat. Goedemorgen, good to see ya. Richard says, from 11:40, all landings and starts from runways 36. That might be the case. The wind is blowing in a varying direction. If it becomes too northeasterly, northwesterly, it might be that they opt for using the 36 runways as primary. It would mean that this runway would become the secondary runway. If that's the case, we'll probably have a short stream. Right now there's hardly any wind blowing to begin with, so I'm not sure if they're going to go through with what Bezoek Bas says. That's not always accurate, and you have to remember that this is one of the two preferential runways. Kaagbaan being one of the two preferential runways together with Polderbaan means that whenever possible, Schiphol will try to keep the runway we're standing next to open, but we'll see. On days when there's little wind, things might go in an unwanted direction. We've seen that before on numerous occasions. It's better to have pronounced wind than little wind, because with little wind, ATC has more flexibility with respect to runway use. We'll see. Good morning, Raymond, and good morning to everybody else. Mike, good morning. I see that we've crossed through 250 likes. Thank you all so much for that, ladies and gentlemen. Happy to hear you guys are enjoying. I'm still having a great time here as well. Everybody who is enjoying the stream and hasn't liked yet, consider doing so if you want to help this channel for free. Your likes really go a long way to bring in more people in the future. Now, this is KLM 5598, arriving from Cape Town in South Africa. 10 hours and 49 minutes underway. The Papa Hotel Bravo Victor November, BVN. 11 years old, first flight February 2015. Wolfgang has to go, mate. Thank you so much for joining. Short, but fun. Enjoy the rest of your day and hopefully see you tomorrow then. Is Her Majesty going to cross the runway or what? She is. Lovely, lovely, lovely. In the meantime, a massive big thank you to Caroline Party and a warm welcome as well. Looking forward to my visit on Thursday, and the weather forecast is good. Thank you so much for your super chat. You really didn't have to use a super chat to get that message across, Caroline. Yeah, the forecasts for the upcoming days are really good. It's not going to be excessively warm, but you're not going to have any rain. At least nothing, no precipitation of significance, but I think what they actually forecast now is that things are going to stay dry actually. How long will you be staying in the Netherlands, Caroline? I'm sure I must have asked before, but I think I forgot. This is Tower Flight 361, arriving from Bucharest, 737-700. Bernd, goedemorgen. Bob, goedemorgen. Martin, goedemorgen. Wolfgang has to go to a baptism. Oh, okay. Well, if you have to go to a baptism, see you next week then. Busy man. KLM flight 1268 arriving from Copenhagen, 737-900, and an A300 Banana arriving from Madrid after that. Hey Ricardo, goedemorgen. Apple Flaps, goedemorgen. Martin, goedemorgen. What is up next? It's an A300.
This shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Now, thought it would be warm enough to be standing here with without my coat on, but I was wrong. Wind slightly picking up. Still not much to write home about, but warmer with a jacket on than without. Alenia, bon dia, tuning in from Curaçao. Good morning and welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, everybody else. If you're new to the channel, don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. It isn't mandatory, but the people in the chat won't bite unless you ask them kindly. Feel free to say hi, it's not mandatory. If you have a question, feel free to ask. Quite a few people are watching, together they know quite a lot. And we'll happily try to answer any questions you might be having. DHL arriving from Madrid, 1 hour 53 minutes the flight time. The Deke, 32 years old. Delta Alpha Echo Alpha Quebec. That's the registration of this bird. First flight February 1994. Jesus, these airplanes are old. Think back about if you were already walking the earth, think back what you were doing back then, and then realize that this airplane has been flying around the world ever since. It's been going around the world, around the world. Zilzokas Fashion, good morning, tuning in from Uden, goedemorgen. Hopefully I didn't mispronounce your name too severely. It's my binoculars today, says Maxime, watching the planes pass at The Hague first, only to see them land moments later on stream. Nice, sneak preview of what's to come. Let me also take off my coat again and first get my transmitter. Put that in the front inner pocket. The transmitter of my voiceover microphone I usually have it on the, in the front pocket on the inside when I have my jacket on, but when it's when I am streaming with my sweater on, I put it in the one of the back pockets of my jeans. But when you do your jacket on again, the cable gets a little stuck, so moving your head around, you feel that. That's not good for the cable either. Should be good again. Caroline asks, is there somewhere to spot inside the Schiphol airport? There is. There are signs that will lead you to the rooftop terrace. If you recall perhaps from streams that I did from the McDonald's, you could see there's an airplane, a retired Fokker 100 airplane, and that's on the rooftop of the terminal building. It's situated at the publicly accessible panorama terrace. You need to go through customs. It's on the publicly accessible side, so you need to go through customs first, but then you can visit it. That's the only place I know that you can spot, other than of course the gates if you have gone through customs already, that you can spot airplanes from. Now, years ago it used to be angled. There used to be two parts. It was L-shaped. Now it's just on one side, unfortunately. The side that they closed was overlooking the bigger airplanes, so it used to be better, but it's still pretty good. You can see the Kaagbaan and the Aalsmeerbaan. This is Air Canada Flight 808, arriving from Toronto, Canada, 7878 Dreamliner. John McKenzie is celebrating 27 months of membership. John, thank you so much for your ongoing support. 27 months, that's 2 years and 3 months if I did my calculations correctly. That's a long time, mate. I hope that everything in the lounge has been to your liking all the while. And if anything is amiss, do let me know. Hope you guys will speak up to me if you feel that anything should be improved or needs to be changed. Hope you'll stick around as a member, but if not, then at least as a regular recurring visitor for a long time to come, John. Congratulations and thank you so much, mate. Coren on A350 is now number 2. On the far left, it's behind the 737 arriving from Paris. In between the bugs. There it is, the gear is extending. I think we saw that off to Curacao yesterday, didn't we? It's returning again. ITA will be next after that. ITA A320neo should look gorgeous in the lighting that we have today. And this is KLM Flight 1404, arrived from Paris, 737-800. John, mate, not only did John McKenzie just now celebrate his 27-month membership anniversary, he also made sure that there were 25 new members for a month due to him. John McKenzie just now gifting 25 memberships. You really didn't have to do that, mate. Thank you so much. Stupendously generous. Please only spend money on AMS that you don't need yourself. I don't want any of you to be spending money on my channel if you need that yourself. John, thank you so much. That is incredibly generous. Not only a long-standing membership yourself, but also 25 new members. courtesy of you. I hope that everybody who just received a gifted membership from John will say thank you to him and use those custom emojis, if not in his honor. They're there to be had fun with, so make sure that you have fun with them. Incredible generosity by John McKenzie. Thank you so much, mate. That is stupendously generous, incredible. And a warm welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge to the new members. This is Corendon flight 5990, World of Flight Corendon A350, returning from Willemstad, Curaçao, 8 hours 21 minutes on the way. The ECNTB, 3 years old, first flight April 2022. What a beautiful bird it is, isn't it? Feels like I have to zoom out so wide still, or keep the shot so wide, just to keep all the wingspan in the frame. I'm used to zoom in on the wheels to see if they make a very smooth landing, particularly with the A330s. I like doing that. What do you guys feel about the close-ups? Are they too close in? I mean, it is digital zoom, so it is pixelated a little. Do you guys enjoy shots like that, or do you prefer the wider shots? Obviously, too much of anything is never a good thing. Switch it up a little, but what's your guys' take on wide versus zoomed in? Now, more memberships gifting by John Logan just now. Mate, what are you doing? Thank you so much, John Logan, who just now gifted 5 more memberships. 5 more members who just received a gifted membership and are able to use custom emojis and spam us to death with them for an entire month. Come on, I challenge you all. Make us sick and tired of your emoji use as a gifted member. Come on, you can do it. John, thank you so much. That is incredibly generous. A warm welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge, to the 5 new members. Don't forget to say thank you to John if you are one of the recipients of his gifted memberships. ITA Airways flight 120, arriving from Milan. Gorgeous livery when it is cloudy, but even more so when the sun is shining. Have you guys ever noted that on the back side of the fuselage and on the tail there are intricate details, little pictograms of sort? Now, I don't know what's going on, but the membership gifting continues. Now Sandra Shinobi also went ahead and gifted 5 memberships. Mate, come on, you really didn't have to do that. I think I have to sneeze. Let me try to suppress it first. That would be something, wouldn't it? Everybody would be wide awake again. Sander, thank you so much. That is stupendously generous. 5 new members, courtesy of you. Hope that everybody who just received a gifted membership from Sandra Shinobi will also say thank you to him. Sander, gast, echt niet nodig. Dankjewel. Thank you so much. Really, you didn't have to do that. You're doing more than enough as a long-standing member and as a frequent visitor. Good company is also worth quite a lot. I always enjoy when you're coming over. That's already support in itself. Incredible. 5 new gifted memberships. These ones from Sandra Shinobi. Welcome to the show, everybody who just joined. If you receive a gifted membership, don't forget to say thank you to whoever gifted you the membership. And don't forget to leave a like if you guys are enjoying the show thus far. Your likes go a long way to bring in more people in the future and help the channel grow. I was looking to see if there might be a... Oh yeah, now I see it. a Chinese A330 on the downwind that I could spot for you guys. There it is, Air China Cargo. Arriving from Chengdu in China. And quite a few contrails. Well, this one I think I already showed you. There's also a few over there. Not going to cross simultaneously. And they're also pretty far away already, so let's focus. Oh no, I have time. The next airplane is not yet on final. What passed us by and is flying to the south east? Hard to see. Hard to make out. Easier to make out is Chris Coot, who's over here doing morning cardio. We're waiting for the EasyJet A320 to be arriving from Scotland, from Eden.
Bruh.
Should be turning in at some point. Should be arriving from the right. And on paper, I think, yeah, we ought to be able to see that. There it is already. That's EasyJet flight 27838. Making its way over. Just flying south of my home right now. And turning final in a moment. Air China Cargo is probably going to be next after that. And JP Krause confirming that the Saudi A747 is assigned to the Aalsmeerbaan as expected. In the meantime, the the chat has gone a little active. Let me see what I have missed. Quite a lot. First of all, Sander, super chatting, I'll join the gifting. Mate, really, you didn't have to do that. I said it before, and don't use a super chat for that message, mate. Really not necessary. Also, congratulations to Bernd. Gratuliere, 16 months of membership. Thanks a lot for the great pictures, good work. Thank you so much for your kind words and for your long-lasting support, Bernd. Hope that everything in the lounge is still to your satisfaction. If you have suggestions for improvements, let me know. Don't forget to vote in the member poll if you haven't already. Do you want new emojis? Do we need to retire old ones? Or do you want to keep everything the way it is? You still have until May 9th. I want everybody who wants to vote to get a chance to get to vote. So head over there. Bernd, thank you so much. Congratulations on 16 months. That's a long time, and I hope you'll keep coming back for more. If not in the lounge, then at least as a regular recurring visitor. Now, also a massive big thanks to Michael Walker and to Marchola. Michael Walker gifting 5 memberships. Marchola super chatting. Thank you so much, and a warm welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge, to the new members who just received gifted memberships. Not just from Michael Walker, but I see also from Marvin D53, more memberships. So that's, and also from Ilgin. It's hard to keep up. If I'm not mistaken, that's 15 members, courtesy of Michael Walker respectively, and Marvin and Ilgin. Thank you all three so much. That is really generous. 15 new members. I hope that everybody who received the gifted membership will enjoy it. Don't forget to thank the gifter if you are the recipient of the gifted membership. Incredible. Now, also a massive big thanks to Steven, aka Just Plain Nuts, who went ahead and super chatted almost 2 liters of petrol for traveling to AMS. Thank you so much, mate. You really didn't have to do that. Yeah, fuel prices have gone up, but at least I am still one of the lucky ones who is still able to buy his petrol without having to go to the bank for a second mortgage. But things are getting crazy these days. Hope that the orange president will calm down so that order can be, calmness can return in the world. KLM flight 27838 having arrived from Scotland, from Eden.
Bruh.
And now it is time for Air China Cargo, the A330-200 that we saw on the downwind. Now on final, arriving from Chengdu in China. Here it is. In the meantime, a massive big thanks also to Peter van der Steen, Durper 1973. Very generous donation. And he writes in Dutch, een bijdrage van mijn supergezellig hier, ga zo door. Which is Dutch for a contribution from me. It's super gezellig is that word that we don't have an actual really proper translation for, but super awesome over here, and please continue. I will definitely do that, Peter. Dankjewel. Thank you so much. That is really stupendously generous. Thank you so much. I keep yapping and thank everybody, but you guys keep contributing. That's so incredible. Hope you guys aren't tired of it yet, because I still have to continue. But I will only after this arrival first. Let's focus on the business at hand as well. 10 hours and 42 minutes on the way. The Bravo 6117, 18 years old. First flight January 2008. And this is a passenger to freight converted airplane. So you should still be able to see windows over there. Or are you? Definitely an evacuation door, and yes, if you look closely, you can still see the windows that used to be open for the passengers. Now, the same Peter who donated generously with a super chat just now also is celebrating his 8-month membership anniversary, and he writes in Dutch, 8 months LOL, may it last long. Oh, mate, thank you so much for your support. Always a pleasure to have you. You're almost always the first to respond. If it's not you, then... If it's not Marja, then it is you who almost always responds as first whenever I announce a new stream. Always gezellig when you are here, and I hope you'll keep coming back for a long time to come. If not as a member, then at least as a regular recurring visitor. Converting arrivals have begun. The first traffic arriving from the east, going to runway 36 right, is on the glide slope, as was to be expected. Huntercat is also back, and I see that Mr. Huntercat advises that the telescopes are both Celestron. One is a 10-inch and the other is a 14-inch Edge HD optics. That's even better than what I have. I still have the old Schmidt Cassegrain design. The Edge HD is an improved concept. It has a flatter field, so more pinpoint stars in the corners, and you're also able to fixate the primary mirror, so you won't get mirror flop, and you can use a guide scope instead of having to use an off-axis guider to do your auto guiding. Still looking to maybe upgrade my gear at some point, but for now, let's get the best out of what I have. Nancy also back in the chat. Good to see you, Nancy. Mark, good morning, and good morning to everybody else. The gifting continued just now. Leroy also gifting 5 memberships, incredible. And Marvin not only gifting memberships just now, he also super chatted, and very generous at that. He writes in Dutch, I don't always say something, but it's always super gezellig here, awesome. I'm happy to hear that, mate. If there's one thing I pride myself immensely in, it is the community of the channel. I think it's one of a kind. It's quite international, and it's quite friendly. We have people from all over the world. We have aviation insiders and outsiders, young and old, from all over the globe. Marvin, thank you so much for your kind words, and thank you for your generous donation. You really didn't have to use a super chat to get your message across, mate. Thank you so much. That is incredibly kind of you to say, and I hope you'll keep coming back for the gezelligheid for a long time to come. One of the things I pride myself immensely in is the community. One of a kind. Now, more membership anniversaries as well. Both are 12-month membership anniversaries. It's Eric and Nancy who both have turned green. Eric writes, 1 year AMS Live, I'm staying. And Nancy writes, it's good to be here, AMS Live rocks. Well, thank you both so much for your support. Hope that the year has been to your liking. If you guys have improvements, let me know. That goes for all members. If there is something that you feel can be improved, let me know. I'm always looking to improve stuff. So congratulations and thank you to both Eric and to Nancy, both 12-month members. Both have turned green. Greenpeace approves. Absolutely wonderful. And also a warm welcome to the Sam XXL, who just became our latest Aurora Skylounge member. Yes, that's also something you can do. You can become a member on your own. Most have gotten a membership at some point through gifting. That happens a lot here in the channel, but you can also become a member yourself. Thank you so much to Sam for your vote of confidence and for your support. I hope you will like it in the lounge. If you need to know where stuff is, ask around, because many have gone before you and they'll all happily show you around. Dankjewel, thank you so much, the Sam, for your support, our latest Aurora Skylounge member, and congratulations. Now, Delta arriving from Minneapolis, Minnesota, A330neo, flight 162. Listening for the wake, but last Sunday when I was here with Lisa, it was much more audible, but then again the wind was also blowing in our direction and there's hardly any wind right now. Still, lovely arrival. The Chinese A330 also over there on the move. Now, as if we haven't had enough gifted memberships in the show already, Eric also added 10 to the list. Incredibly generous, Eric. You really didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. And a warm welcome to the Aurora Skylounge, to the 10 new members who just received the membership from Eric. Don't forget to say thank you to him if you are one of the recipients. Have fun with the custom emojis. They're there at your disposal, all 34, for the entirety of a month, and you can use them without any limits. So make sure to have fun with them, experiment with them, get creative with them. I implore you. Make us laugh. They're there to be had fun with, so make sure that you use them. Erik, dankjewel. Thank you so much. That is stupendously generous, incredibly generous and kind. And a warm welcome to the new members. Let's celebrate the new members with a hot coffee. Grazie mille, Gilberto. Really, you didn't have to do that. But that is definitely a good thing. Good coffee. I definitely can use that after the short night. Last night, 2:30, went to bed. The alarm went at 7. Not the first time this week. We've had clear nights here in the Netherlands last week, so I've been experimenting with my telescope and astrophotography. Takes a lot of tweaking to get things working properly, and I enjoy doing it, but it doesn't combine that well with daytime obligations. Again, grazie mille per il caffè. Gilberto, I have to switch. try to be witty in Italian and in English and in Dutch. Not easy always switching the languages. Well, insofar as I can speak Italian, because what I know from Italian is only by Duolingo. Just a few words. Un po'. Let's see. Control coming this way. Looks like it is a narrow-body twin jet. Is that BA? Pity the fool. Who says otherwise? Hard to see, but it does look like it might be BA. In the vicinity of the sun, there are more contrails. There's a few coming this way. From the looks of it, all narrow bodies. Don't see any quads in the immediate vicinity. The quad to Kaagbaan is flying base and should be turning final soon. I'm already scanning to see if maybe I can catch a glimpse of it, but I think it's probably too far out and probably either behind the building that's over there to my left or the trees. We'll have to wait a bit. It's probably somewhere behind the trees and the building, but it's further away, so it's lower at the horizon. And Klaas, belated good morning again. Klaas was busy, but now he's here. Welcome back, mate. Good morning, the Paladin. Olaf, good morning. Martin, good morning. Welcome back, guys. Silje, goedemorgen. And again, the gear turbofan whistle. E2 Embraer with a spacious carrying cabin in the back. Urf, goedemorgen, good morning. Honda, goedemorgen. Salut Pierre. Brabus, goedemorgen, good morning. Saudia is turning final. I think from where I'm standing... Oh no, I thought I spoke too soon. I thought that I was looking further to the right. I thought that the trees were going to be in the way, but it turns out that the glide slope is even more to the left than I thought it was. So there's the only queen that we are going to see before the A380. It's Saudia flight 933, arrived from Jeddah. And it's going to the wrong runway. Now, it's still pretty far away, so before it gets really close by, let's also turn around because there are wide bodies coming to the Kaagbaan as well. KLM flight 696 is here already, so at least let's film that. And there's also a 777 behind it, arriving from Buenos Aires, which is flying more or less parallel to the 747. Let's see if it is possible to catch both. Good morning, Nigel. And good morning to everybody else who have joined in the meantime. Now, I also saw that Captain Jerry went ahead and gifted memberships. Jerome, really, you didn't have to do that. I already said to you after that 150 gifted memberships, no, more than that even. A couple of weeks back, you were done for a long time to come. The month isn't even over and you're already beginning to give memberships again. Really, Jerry, buy a good flask of Jägermeister or something for that money. Really, you didn't have to do that, mate. 10 new members, courtesy of Captain Jerry Donnelly. Don't forget to say thank you to him. Oh wait, shoot, that 747 is closer by already than I thought. What? That's going crazily fast. Saudia, here it is, arriving from Jeddah. Going to the wrong runway. We should see the Saudia return, and we should see it make a long distance headshot when it is going to its parking spot, which is at the cargo apron. So we are going to get a nice long distance headshot of the Saudia 747 in a moment. all the interesting things happening at once, I was still in the process of saying thanks to Captain Jerry Donnelly for 10 gifted memberships, which he really didn't have to gift. And a warm welcome to the Aurora Skylines to the new members. Don't forget to say thank you if you are one of the recipients of Captain Jerry's gifted memberships. Have fun with the custom emojis and don't forget to enjoy them. If you received a gifted membership and it's running out, consider renewing it or maybe gifting it to somebody else who might also enjoy a gifted membership. Indigo arriving from Mumbai over there. Transavia arriving from Olbia, flying parallel to it to this runway. Now it's not the Transavia Retro, so I think I'm going to keep the focus on the Indigo Dreamliner for now. I see that Paul has also returned in the chat. Good morning, Paul. Welcome back, mate. Hope all is well. Already heard earlier in the show that it's clear and sunny in Hull in Yorkshire as well, so I assume in York it's also pretty good. Indigo Dreamliner. We still have all the mods, don't we? I haven't accidentally blocked any of you. Do you guys notice anything about this airplane? About the livery? Anything a bit off from what you have gotten used to? Testing to see if you guys pick up on it. Maria is still present. Paul is also responding. I see that Marissa is also well, Marissa's probably getting fresh tea. Inadvertently ended up with iced tea. Have you guys seen that picture on I think I saw it on Instagram, probably circulating for a long time already. Ice Cube, Vanilla Ice, and iced tea drinking iced tea. All three together. I found it funny. Vanilla Ice, iced tea, and oh no, it was Vanilla Ice, iced tea, and Mr. T drinking iced tea or iced tea. Bouncy landing indeed. It got sponsored more by Greenpeace indeed, Marissa. Yep. What do you guys think of the new Transavia livery? Compared with what it was before. I'm looking to see if I can still spot the tractor, but after it has cut the grass over here, which was in progress this morning, I think the tractor left again. Now, Chicago was also there. Chicago, the Irish hare, Chicago O'Hare. Right now, I'm not seeing him anymore. Contrails in the sky. Abundantly present. Good visibility today. Quite clearly Lufthansa. That's flying northeast of me and going to the northwest. There, what is for the time being, there's a BizJet on final to 36 right. Not sure if it's going to do a breakaway landing or if it is going to land on 36 right, outright. We already had one ETA, the other one is going to the wrong runway. ETA flight 108, just turned base for 36 right. Looking at the altitude, I'm inclined to say that this is going to land on 36 right. Usually the breakaways are a bit higher still. Yeah, it's looking like it's going straight in. In the meantime, Richard is celebrating a membership anniversary, 7 months of membership. Always fun to watch your streams. Cheers, mate. He writes, cheers for the kind words, Richard. It's always a pleasure to have you in our chat. I hope you'll keep coming back for more for a long time to come. If not in the lounge as a member, then at least as a regular recurring visitor. Glad to hear you're enjoying the shows, and I hope you'll continue to do that for a long time to come. Hey, were these airplanes at similar altitudes? Because here it looks like they actually interacted with each other. Were these airplanes flying at the same altitude? No, that can be, can it? They're opposite directions. They have to have at least 1,000 feet of separation, vertical separation. Well, that was the first time I saw two contrails that crossed each other and were looking to interact with each other. That's odd. It really looks like the left to right one was there first, and then the up to down or down to up, the vertical one, came the left to right. So this one seems to have passed later, but right at the same altitude where this contrail was already present. It seems to have cut through. You don't see that every day. Quite remarkable. In the meantime, the Saudia is going to cross the runway. It's taxiing. I was wondering where it was, but since we hadn't seen it yet on this side, I saw on flight radar it's taxiing over there. Still has to cross the runway, so we're going to get another crossing of the runway. Baby airplane in 9 months, says Maxime. Yeah, but did any of you look into it on flight radar? Were those actually at the same altitude? Because from what it looks like from here, it looks like they were. Howdy Gerrit, goedemorgen. Good to see you again. Welcome to the show, everybody else who has joined. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. We're at the Kaagbaan, runway 06 for arrivals. With an abundance of sunshine for the 3rd consecutive day of streaming this week. And like yesterday and the day before yesterday, today too we began with cloudiness, or at least I began with cloudiness walking up here. It was overcast more or less, but already while setting up things opened up, and I think less than half an hour into the stream, more or less completely blue. Now, have a look. Lovely ducks over there. Hey Ronald, goedemorgen. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Hope you're doing well as well. Oh, well. That's almost exactly the same. That is both at 36 flight level 360 if you ask me. Nice. That must have been interesting for the pilots as well on the second flight to fly through a contrail that you can already see. Imagine seeing a contrail headed for you at cruising speed. Usually, when you're higher up, you don't get a sense for the speed that you're traveling at, but I imagine that if a flight like that goes through a contrail, those pilots get a nice reminder of how quickly it is that they're actually moving. Now, I think Ita just now landed as we were filming this arrival. Ruben, goedemorgen. Gerrit asks, isn't it too cold for you, boy? No, why should it be? I've got my parka back on. Earlier I was streaming with just my sweater on, but the wind started to pick up a little bit. I should have brought my my hoodie. That's what I should have done. Hindsight is always 2020. The Saudi 747 is going to cross the runway at some point soon. First up, KLM flight 1002, arrived from London Heathrow. That's an A321neo. For the time being, it is narrowbodies fast here on both runways. But the third airplane to the Kaagbaan is a 787-10. KLM flight 682, arriving from Vancouver. Michael Nuis is right behind you. There are a few guys behind me. And right before me is Gary Grebe. Now, you probably can pick up on the engines of the 747 already. There it is. Sadia Cargo. It should be crossing the runway at some point. But it doesn't look like it's going right now. Adrie, goedemorgen. Good to see you again. Gertin, goedemorgen. Jij ook een hele mooie dag. Bina Bear, good morning. Gary asks, what's your plans for King's Day? Well, I need to fix my lawn. Part of it is in the shade, and over there the moss and the weeds have taken over. So what I'm going to do is a two-part job. First I'm going to mow the lawn, then I'm going to scarify it, take out all the moss and weeds. Then I'm going to aerate it. I bought a hollow core aerator to make sure that there's more drainage. I'm going to put breaker sand in it, rough sand that will keep the holes more open for the water. And next week Monday I hope I'll be able to sow and fertilize. Although if I have time for it, I might also try to do it all on the same day. I've broken it into two parts just because I wasn't sure how long things were going to take. The hollow core aerator will make aerating the lawn a breeze, absolute cinch. Bought one from Amazon, quite remarkable. All kinds of gardening stuff in DIY stores and gardening centers. Seed, fertilizers, rakes, but you don't ever see hollow core aerators, which you need to keep your lawn proper anywhere in stores. Quite remarkable. Lufthansa overhead to Frisco. Thank you, Maxime. I think this may be it. There it is. It's going to San Francisco. Meanwhile, the Sadia Queen here on the ground has inched forward just slightly. It's still holding short of the runway. Looking behind me, there's an Embraer approaching, so that will have to land first. You can see that the Queen has inched forward a little bit, holding short at the crossing point. I think the Dreamliner that's next on arrival is going to be landing here first. There it is. Glide slope visibility with the blue backdrop has improved. If you can look through the bugs, it looks like they're everywhere. They're further away. Right here immediately before me or above me, they're not here. I think what you're seeing right here, there's a ridge There's a small canal in it. I think that the bugs that you see are flying over that little body of water. This is KLM flight 682, arriving from Vancouver, Canada. 787-10 Dreamliner, 8 hours 29 minutes on the way. It's the Papa Hotel Bravo Kilo Lima. 3 years old, first flight June 2022. So yesterday we saw an 8-year-old Dreamliner that had the new livery with the deep smile. This one is younger and still has that higher smile. Are they bugging me? Indeed. No, they're luckily they're not. Luckily they're not. As I thought, Queenie is going to move. Hey Veronique, goedemorgen. Good to see you again. Hope all is well. If you guys have been enjoying the show thus far, don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. Your likes go a long way in helping the channel grow and reach more people in the future. The Jeddah Knights have arrived. They've brought swords with them. Pierre says 747 over you. It has passed already. There it is. 747s everywhere. On the ground and in the air. That rhymes. Hey Jordi, goedemorgen. Good to see you again. Meerte, goedemorgen. Almost good afternoon. Yeah, it's 11:27. It should mean that the secondary runway is going to close again pretty soon. Or is this runway going to close? Because that's what some of you mentioned earlier. From 11:40. The 36s were going to open. From what I can see here, it doesn't look like it yet. But do you guys already see airplanes arriving from the west that have been assigned to the center runway instead of 06? Will be interesting to see. If apparently Bezoek Bas was indicating that Schiphol is going to resort using the 36 runways from 11:40 onwards, that would mean that the landings are going to take place on 36 right and the departures are going to be taking place from center and Kaagbaan. Are only going for 36 right. So what we need to look out for is traffic arriving from the west that is assigned to Aalsmeerbound to 36 right. If that's going to be the case, that doesn't look well for us, because then showtime's over. Show's over, I should say. Anything is possible here, of course, at Schiphol. So Bezoek Bas was indicating that the 36 runways are going to start being used from 11:40 onwards. We have to take that signal seriously. Sparta Rotterdam, goedemorgen. Michael, goedemorgen. Michael stands right under the approach line. That's nice. That's a good place to be taking pictures from. It's not so good to be filming from, do a live stream from directly under the approach lights is hard. You actually need 2 cameras actually, because the rotation is hard to do, if not impossible to do properly. Wietse says Kaagbaan is going to close temporarily. Yeah, if it is going to close, it's going to close until 1 o'clock. So that's 1.5 hours of time that we need to kill then. that probably is going to mean show's over. I hope that they're keeping the Kaagbaan open. Here is Transavia. This one isn't sponsored by Greenpeace. They've used the green paint very sparingly. Right, the KLM arrival from Edinburgh has been assigned to 36 right. Until when is the Kaagbaan expected to close according to Bezoekbas? Because if it's only a 20-minute stint, we can still manage. One and a half hours of duck spotting. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. You need if the wind is blowing from I think it's blowing from the northwest a little. And if it's not very sizable, if the wind isn't very outspoken, it's always a gamble. It's happened before that we were here and they closed the Kaagbaan even though there was no apparent reason for doing so. Not a single airplane that we have seen today struggled with the wind. So there really is no point in closing this runway if you ask me, but unless of course they might need to close it temporarily for maintenance. Mercer says until at least 4:20. What? Say what? Well, hey, Carla Lewis watching this morning with Holly and Lydia. Good morning, ladies. Well, for as long as the stream will last today, looks like the last 2 airplanes to the runway, the last 3 airplanes to this runway for a long time to come, for the next few hours, are already established on final. Oh, huh? When did I go to autofocus? Don't remember doing that. Okay. Back to manual focus set to infinity. German Airways flying on behalf of KLM. I was about to say on behalf of BA, but that is BS, not BA. Right, KLM flight 924, which is returning from Eden.
Retard.
Oh.
Retard.
Yeah, that's me. Returning from Eden.
Bruh.
Is already continuing to the glide slope of runway 36 right. So apparently they're going to close the runway, and from what Marissa was saying, and she undoubtedly consulted Bezoekbas, it's going to be like this for at least the remainder of the afternoon. Means there's not going to be much to be seen here, unless the center runway is going to be used for secondary as a secondary runway for arrivals, which will only happen at 1 o'clock. Steven says, I love that warning. Yeah, imagine being a pilot on an Airbus and every day at work you're called
retard, retard, retard.
It's kind of depressing, isn't it? If you think about it. I mean, I think it of people on a daily basis. What a
retard, retard, retard.
And I'm sure you guys also sometimes think, boy, what are you doing? You're such a
retard, retard, retard.
But nobody is speaking it out loud yet, at least. Imagine if your own airplane is calling you
retard, retard, retard.
Jeez. Right. It looks like we're getting the last arrival here on the Kaagbaan for a long time to come. This is KLM flight 604 returning from LAX 78710 Dreamliner. Flight time has been 9 hours and 40 minutes. The Papa Hotel Bravo Kilo India. 5 years old. First flight August 2020. Whoa! On that bombshell, is it now time to end then? Really disappointing. Now the single airplane that struggled with the wind, but apparently ATC has opted for different runway use. It is something that has happened before here. It's always a risk when there's no significant wind from the north or northeast or from the southwest. They might sometimes switch things up, even though this is one of the two preferential runways of Schiphol Airport. I wonder if there have been mice or frogs that have been killed in the process of the long cutting, because 1 and 2 and 3 herons all here. Are they scavenging for leftovers of mice and whatnot? Right. Well, I think show's over. Let's have a quick look. Zoekbus, the website that is indicating expected runway use, will give us answers. Undoubtedly answers that we're not going to like, but it will provide clarity. So this is the website bezoekbus.nl, and here we can see the expected runway use for the remainder of the morning and the beginning of the afternoon until 4:20 p.m. local time, and there's no 06 to be seen. So what they are doing is opting for using all the 3-6 runways, the north-south oriented runways. The runway that we are standing in line with, the central runway, is interesting if they're used for arrivals, but that's not going to be happening until 1 o'clock. That's 1.5 hours that you have to kill. Plus, the airplanes will pass right overhead. It's not the optimal position to be filming from. Current wind, has it become directional, was variable at first. Just curious. I am a human, or at least I'd like to think I am. Still varying, and that's usually dangerous. Whenever the wind is varying, they can switch things up, and apparently the wind is predominantly from the north, or expected to pick up. Let's have a look at the TAF. This is what the TAF is indicating. IFR conditions, that's BS. Wind from 340 degrees. It is expected to pick up later in the day, so maybe they're already anticipating for that. Either way, for now, there's not much to be seen here, so I am going to wrap things up. 2 hours exactly it has been. Short but nice. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am going out again tomorrow for another stream. I hope I can go back here. I hope that the runway use is going to be a bit more stable, because I really don't want to go back to the Polderbaan for departures again. 2 days in a row is more than enough. I like the arrivals here more, but we'll see. For now, I am going to wrap up. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Thank you all so much for this stupendously generous membership gifting. I hope that everybody who received a gifted membership today will say thank you, or has already said thank you to whoever gifted the membership. Have fun with the custom emojis. Tomorrow, another stream where you can use them to your heart's desire. Make sure to do that. A big thanks to everybody who gifted memberships. A massive big thanks to everybody who liked the show and who supported in other ways, shapes, or forms. Massive big thanks once again to all the mods who helped to keep the stream friendly and accessible. I've not slept a lot last night, can you tell? I'm going to home now and do some resting. I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Enjoy the rest of your day, stay warm and healthy, and I will see you next time. Bye for now, guys. Take care.